Hey guys! So, how you guys doing? Hey guys, so just came out of the shower and I wanted to do this video session with you all. All of us are makeup maniacs, so I thought why not to start a series, and I'm going to give you some different tricks and tips about makeup, and just you'll find some new things to explore over here. So let's just dig into the video. Basic problem everybody faces is that after like your base, basically your base in makeup is totally maybe sometimes oxidized or sometimes it's not that good. So you really need to know is that if your base is not right, it's going to really spoil the whole makeup, and it happens with everyone over here. And maybe sometimes you must have faced this problem. So I have these some kind of little tricks here. So I'll just start with it, and I hope you enjoy it through the video. So the first thing is skincare, and I'm starting off with my toner. This is Organic Harvest Neem Tulsi toner, and I'm just going to spray it, and I'm going to be closing my eyes. This is one thing we always like skip, and this is something which actually builds your base, guys, because like your skin is too dried up or maybe having too much trouble with some other issues. This really balances the oil secretion in your face. So yeah, I'm just done with this. So second thing what I'm going to use is like, obviously sometimes some people use serums, but I only use them in winters. So I have a very special product which is from Clinique. So this is the Clinique moisturizer, and I guess I've almost finished it. So very little part is left. But this is one of my very favorite because it is a gel-like substance, and it's like very little of this one is also enough. And you can like really just wear this and you're done also, like for the day, and like maybe sunscreen over it. Massage it in, like literally in, you're protecting your skin. So take time over this like process of moisturizing. You really need to like let it set and let it go inside your skin and let it glow from itself. So the second thing I'm going to use is a sunscreen. I always tell you that sunscreen, this is Organic Harvest sunscreen. It is a dual sunscreen. They claim that you can even like the Blu-ray lights like coming out of your phone or something like that. It really protects you. I take a very little amount of this one, almost like squeeze it because it's going to finish. Because sometimes it gets like sunscreen gets oily, but then too like, and other products also have like SPF. Maybe this one has oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, it's just like 72 hours it gives you hydration, the Clinique one. So it's really amazing product. You should really try this one. And yeah, with the sunscreen I just like tap it in a little bit, and then when I feel like I just massage it in, and when I feel like little less amount is being used, then I take more, because if you take a lot of sunscreen, you know what happens with your face. So yeah, I really be cautious about it. And but yeah, also one thing, guys, you really need to use sunscreen even if like you're going in the night for makeup, a party or something, or makeup doing it in the night, because so on, we're protecting ourselves from UV rays, not like just the sun. So that is what it's all about. And I guess I'm almost like done with this process. And the trick over here for my foundation, the base like which we are creating, is that I am going to share it with you guys. So whatever foundation you're using, you need to mix a serum in it. Okay, so that really like not so much amount of serum, but a very little amount of serum. And you will be saying it gets oily and this that. No, it will actually enhance your foundation to set it really amazingly, and also won't oxidize it. So I'll tell you, like I don't use like a single foundation. I'm using like, I mix it, because usually there's no really good foundation for your like maybe a color. The color is really like, for finding Indian color in foundation is really like very difficult. So very difficult job. So I have like, for my skin, I'm using this Kiko Milano's this foundation. This is Ultimate foundation, and it's like quite normally reasonable in range, and I'll be using a very little amount of this one because I think less is more. So I always like take it here. A very little amount, if you see. This is a very little amount. And then I'll be... Okay, so the second product I'll be using with my foundation mixing is this is Kryolan Supra Color, which is like when I mix it with my foundation, I really get a good amount of like what color I really prefer for myself. So I have, oh my god, where's my... Yeah, so this is my tool which I use. This is like a very small because I don't need that much amount, so I don't want like this much is more than enough. I don't want to overdo my makeup. Actually, I really don't like doing a lot of coverage kind of a makeup because my skin doesn't need that much makeup. Maybe if I'm going to a wedding in like my really close area, maybe there I'll do it. But then this is the amount of like maybe I'll be using the foundation. Maybe this is also more. I could say that. So the thing with the serum is I use this tea tree. Okay, I use this. I guess you're not able to see it. This is a tea tree oil. Tea tree serum, and this is from Body Shop. Okay, so this one is like really one of my favorites. I hope you're able to see it now. Here. The light, oh my god. So this one I'm using, and I'm just going to use a very little drop, like 1, 2 or maybe 3 maximum, to like really like mix these two, and I'll just do it in my palm because I really don't like wasting product. And you can see there's something like, once again I'll just show you, there's something like a very subtle color which is to my like, which will match to my face is formed. So like I just take, so you can do this with any kind of foundation, so it doesn't matter like you have to mix 2 foundations. So I'll be just putting it like here, and I'll be just waiting. Like, this is too much for me because I don't do this much coverage though. So I'll be just leaving a bit on my neck. Oh my god, everything is just like popping out of the mic. So I'll be just doing a little bit on my ear also. Like obviously sometimes it gives you, so I'll just, I use my fingers because I tell you that fingers have the best like effect, because your fingers are warmer and the product really like blends in, and you don't need any kind of like other thing. So you can see that now it's just settling down like a bit here or there. So after you get a fine look, you can just like, maybe if you want a full coverage, you can use a little bit of more product. It is almost subtle in my skin, and it's not that kind of, it's not giving me that bad kind of look which I have usually with the, you can see that this is subtle over here, and like it's not breaking out, it's all like settled in my skin, and it's giving me good glow. And that's what I do with my base, because your base is the most important thing. And like once you're like fixed with your foundation, then you can go for like maybe concealer. I don't need much of concealer because I don't have that much, but then I love concealer because it's really like, it gives me a lot of highlights. So yeah, And I always like first using my fingers to settle it, because the warmth in your fingers actually helps it to blend it properly. Doesn't let the product actually stick to any of the other places. So you can see that my face actually looks like pretty much amazing. Oh, I forgot to do this one. Because of the light, I really can't see certain things. So you gotta see like it's all like here, and then like my skin looks good and it's not too much makeup, and like my base doesn't look like cakey or something like that. It's perfectly flawlessly done. And you can see even if I don't like haven't put powder yet, but then my face is not cakey. Okay, so next we are going to do is the illuminator part, because that is the most important part. I feel I don't skip it. And then it's done. I know I do too much of like, so I just do it like little bits when I'm not putting a highlighter or something. So yeah, I really like using illuminator. Okay, this one is from Maybelline, and it's really amazing. Sometimes I put a little here and it's really scary. Like sometimes it doesn't come off. So yeah, that's why we have the brush for. I use only one brush usually, but that's really bad habits. But I don't know, I don't do that much makeup, but this was one of my tricks which everybody keeps asking me, like, how do you do your base? How do you do your base? So this is how I do my base, and I should have tied my hair. And yeah, I always like a very little and subtle base. I'm feeling too hot. And sometimes like I like putting a little more highlighter or like concealer. This is from Kiko Milano. Again, skin tone. This is skin tone concealer, so I really love it. I love Kiko actually. So I just put it like here, and then I just kind of wherever I need the little bit of highlights. So you see like my skin, and then whatever is left out I just put it, because if I put extra over here it shines like very funnily. I don't know, maybe it's just me. And I'm almost done with my base. So you can see guys, it's flawless and you can enjoy it with a lot of, and see, I'm not feeling that much cakey or too much coverage or I've done so much makeup. But yeah, this is what I do with my base. I hope this was a really great session with you guys, and I don't know why the light has gone. I didn't forget. Oh my god. Okay, so it happens all the time because there's some confusion with the line. So let's just love it.